I'm just going to invite you to gaze at the icon, and then I'll offer you some questions and prompts for silent reflection, as I usually do. But then I'll also read a few short selections from Rowan Williams' text. So some of the words I offer may speak to you, and others you may choose to ignore and just stay with the image. And at the end of the Visio Divina, I'll invite you to share a word or phrase that expresses your experience of the image. And I also just want to note that Williams does not use inclusive language. Usually I change any non-inclusive language that I use in our time together, but there are various things about this text that makes that more complicated. So I left the male language for God, so I hope you don't find that too distracting. As you gaze at this image, notice your breath and your body. Simply be present to the image and allow it to speak to your heart without any particular agenda. It might speak to you in words or wordlessly. If we begin, as most of us tend to, with a notion that God stands at a distance, waiting for us to make a move in His direction, this image should give us something of a shock. The Lord here does not wait, impassive, as we babble on about our shame and penitence, trying to persuade Him that we are worth forgiving. His love is instead that of an eager and rather boisterous child, scrambling up on his mother's lap, seizing handfuls of her clothing and nuzzling his face against hers, with that extraordinary hunger for sheer physical closeness that children will show with loving parents. This is a child who cannot bear to be separated from his mother. God is not ashamed to be our God, to be identified as the one who is involved with us. Here, though, it is as if He is not merely unashamed, but positively shameless in His eagerness, longing to embrace and be embraced. It is not simply that God will deign not to mind our company, Rather, he is passionate for it. The image of God's action we are presented with here is of a hungry love. God simply needs what we are, no more, no less. He needs us to be. He loves the reflection of his love within creation. He cannot bear to be separated from it, and goes eagerly in search of it, hungry to find in the created other the reality of his own life and bliss. I invite you to share a word or phrase that resonates for you, or a word that comes up for you.
Adoration.
I have said these things to you while I was still with you.
Sorrow.
But the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name.
Longing, comforting,
passionate for our intimacy,
tenderness,
Wondering
Lord,
how to feel that.
Shameless.
mother love,
extravagant,
Jewel.
Blending of energies.
Glowing.
Perfect love.
Boundless.
Grabbed by love.